And we are maybe soonish setting up. This suspense is really building up. Oh, I think it's live. I mean, that's what. Do you see the little red icon? It says on air, right? Fantastic. Well, welcome everybody once again to you. And just before we get started with our intermediate Zoom lesson today with the triple strum, the horse-like tick-tick-dum, I just wanted to mention, has anybody watched Juliana's advanced lesson on Monday where we spent some time discussing chords? Anybody had a look at that? No? Well, it's on next week again, so you can catch that on YouTube. And tomorrow, Juliana, there's a beginner lesson for beginners, right? That makes sense.
Yes, for very beginners. And we're going to be talking about the rainbow connection with easy chords like G and C.
How's that work? Because it's an A.
Yes, well, I've transposed it so that we can
Oh.
avoid the E4/7 and all that.
So it's a version for baritone frogs, not the alto soprano ones.
Right.
Oh, that's lovely. Cool. And that's tomorrow. What time?
That is at 12:30 Eastern time, which is 6:30 in Europe.
6:30 Europe. And after that, what's going on, Francis? What's happening after on Patreon?
It is a ukulele pack day tomorrow because tomorrow is also the ukulele play along, which is 11 time zones, 2:30 Eastern time, 11:30 Pacific time, which is where I am, and European time. Someone might have to help me.
Oh,
9:30, 8:30.
8:30 p.m. Central.
Yeah, 20h30 if you're in France. Yeah.
7:30 UK.
Okay, great.
Okay, and it's a ukulele play along.
Yes, so I think we have 8 songs now. 8 people have volunteered to lead us off. All of the song sheets are in a doc, which I will link to. And you can come and just have a look at the song sheet and strum along with us. So that's tomorrow morning.
Cool. So all the links on the Patreon. Great. Well, that's us set up. Well, there's really a calendar full of stuff going on. I feel it's good we're taking like the 5 minutes to get that sorted. And now we're going to talk a little bit about strumming. Because actually on Monday, we had a whole conversation. There we go. We had a whole conversation with Juliana in the advanced lesson with Ben and student Juliana about Nights of Cydonia, because actually it's a song where the key changes a lot. And that was very exciting because in a different key, because the verse or the normal chord progression takes you from one key to another key every time, and then you land back on your feet. But that's not what we're talking about today. But that is still on YouTube. You can go back and check that if you want. And today we're going to talk about Night of Cydonia, which is a Muse song. I was going to do Final Countdown, but it's a bit less obvious, although the song is more famous. But let's try it with Night of Cydonia. We may have time to try that with the Final Countdown, which is, one that we can all sing along. But the idea in this song by Nights of Cydonia, I don't know if you know it, but it sounds like this. Well, we don't need to do that bit yet. And then in the verse, there's a it's about cowboys in space, right? So it's very horse-like. So what I want to talk about today is this kind of triple strum that gives us that horse-like feel, and also that we really need in that bit with the R's of let me show you this song sheet, and maybe this will make a bit more sense. Partager. Right, so this is the song sheet from the Space Songs collection. Gallery view. There we go. And actually what we want to bit here, and this I've just given this as an indication, and it's a quick, oh, that's odd. Oh, right, I'm using the wrong router. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Am I online? I might disappear, in which case the quickest of you can take over whatever I was about to say. So it's up in the air, and it will happen, probably, just so you know. So what we want to do is practice these three chords. Can you see the EM? EM add 2, which is an E minor with an Avril. You might know that. What does add 2 mean? It's kind of self-explanatory. You add 2, which is you add the second. So the note just on top of the E, which is the F sharp. Anyway, E minor add 2 to a G. And what we want to do is just go a quick down, up, down on E minor, down, up, down on E minor add 2. Now I use my index on 2 strings here, but you could also use 3 fingers somehow if you don't want to do that. But I do use my index on 2 strings, and then down, up, down on the G. Craig, you look like you got it. What does that sound? Oh, but it's just one down, up, down, and then it's you let ring. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down on each chord. Craig, it seems like you had it. You wanna show?
Sure.
Yeah, real good. Low G, I notice, which means you've actually got a G at the bottom of your E minor, but that's fine. And now once per chord. So once on this one, or once on this one, tigadim, and then this one, tigadim, and then this one, tigadim. Do you want to do it again, Craig?
Sure.
If you don't mind. Yay! Oh, I can feel the Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes. Great song. And then we've got the same thing with AAB. Who wants to try that out? Avas, I can see you strumming with the, I think, very correct strum. But you have to unmute yourself, and then we can hear that. Oh, you have to tap on the little. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, real good. Let's. You can leave a bit more time between the A's. Yeah, that was nice, and you can let them ring a bit between. Do you want to try again? Yeah, real nice. Now, I think you'll find everybody finds their own technique for this, because some people strum with just one finger. And for example, on this one, I tend to use my index and my thumb up. So nail of the index and nail of the thumb up. Who's using just one finger, just one index on this? Anybody? Damien, you're using... Oh, how does that sound with just one finger then, Damien?
The A part, A and B part?
Yeah, A, B.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's great. What I find is sometimes, it sounded great, so I wouldn't change it. But just for me, the reason why I do it with the thumb on the up is just I find sometimes coming back up with the fleshy part of the finger means that I can get a bit stuck. It doesn't glide as much and with as much clarity for the sound on top of the strings. That's why I use the thumb on the way up. But actually the way you played it was absolutely fine, so I wouldn't change that. But that's why we all find our own ways of playing these kind of things. Who knew this song before? Annette, do you want to try this whole part with the singing and the strumming? And also you have to sort of beat the drums with your feet.
When I said I knew the song, I didn't mean like I knew how to play the song or sing the song, but I've heard of
Oh,
this.
no. But that's what we're in the process of learning. So
Okay.
you shouldn't be able yet, but maybe in 20 minutes.
All right. Now, when does the singing start?
Ah, that's the thing. Exactly.
I just love that.
Sounds like the record. Yeah. That's the thing. We're actually playing the chord slightly before the beat. So the main beat, and the main is not the first. It's not like this. It's actually on the third one. And that means the main beat is actually this one here. That way it goes down a ba, down a ba, down a ba. Right? You don't have to sing with that much glissando, but you get the idea, I think. I saw, yes, 2 people nodding. Did you get the idea? Yeah. That's the same chords. Does somebody want to try the whole line, maybe, just to do one last time, just the chords and the technique, if there's anything to highlight with that. Anybody feel like doing that? Jenny? Any chance? No? You got it?
I don't know. I'm having a problem with the B. Getting from the A to the B fast.
Oh, what if you do the A without your index?
Mm-hmm.
And then all you have to do is slide up and add the index. Maybe that's a workaround?
Oh. Okay, I'm going to try that for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try it with a bit of singing, shall we? Because we want to actually start singing. Who knows on what note we are, the first A is? And it's not an A, that's just the lyrics. Badum tish. Crickets, crickets, crickets. Anybody? What note are we starting to sing on? You just have to find it on your ukulele. I'm not asking for the actual name of it, or the name if you've got it.
I think it's an E, isn't it?
It is this note, which is also actually our open E string. So we could say we're starting on an E0, E string open, or we're starting on this one. What's this? We call it A7, right? A7 because it's A string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A7. Juliana, actually, you know everything about the theory of this song now. Do you want to give us a bit of strum sing chording?
I don't think I can sing it and line it up right, like you said. So it's on the, okay, so it's like. I can't hear you.
So that
Okay.
was wrong. What we want to do is have. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, anybody, why are we playing the E minor without the middle finger? Well, actually, it sounds the same like that. It's the same notes. So instead of having 2 G's, G, E, G, B, we've got 2 E's, G, E, E, B. But it's the same 3 notes, and having an open string gives it more power, more resonance. That's why I chose it to play it like this. And then we really hear this note moving. Because that's really what we want from the accompaniment. While we sing. What was... Oh, right, Juliana. Yeah, we're just playing down, up, down, pause. But I think you were going for a strumming pattern. You were already taking those elements and building a strumming pattern from it, which is really good for the rest of the song. But right now it's just each chord gets a tagadam. And that's what is our little triple strum. Each chord just gets... And my trick is to beat my foot on the floor on the second down. So I go taga beats on the floor, taga beats on the floor, my foot beats on the floor, taga beats on the floor. Tagadam, with my, not with the whole foot, but more the front bit. Is there a name for that? Front bit of the foot. And that's really weird that we're playing a chord before it's beat, right? But that's just because of the emphasis that this triple string brings. Juliana, you want to try that again, or designate someone else to play that?
I mean, I can do it without singing.
Right.
Right.
So where were you and this is the important part, I think, if you're going to take something away from today, it's this kind of subtle thing, but it's quite important. Where were you feeling the beat? Were you feeling it like tagadam, 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 or tagadam, 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 tagadam? Okay, actually let's pause here. Does anybody see a difference between tagadam and tagadam?
Is it like the Paint It Black strum? So you were trying to land your dum rather than your tagger on the beat.
Right, so the chord starts before it's beat, and that creates emphasis. Rum. Beat. Rum. Okay, I'll do that again. You have to...
Were you clapping in the same place both times, though?
No. Okay. Supprimer la mise en évidence. You can go like this if it's the correct thing, or like this, or something that says no. Or lift a hand if it's wrong, and lift a thumb if it's correct. Oh, actually that's better. Thumb down or thumb up. Thanks, Avas. I was really struggling with that bit. Okay, so tagadam, tagadam, tagadam. Was that correct or is that wrong? I've got half of... Yeah, it is in the middle, Sarah, is it? Maybe that's my interpretation. That was correct. What about tagadam, tagadam, tagadam? I tricked Bob, but Craig got it. That was correct also. What about tagadam, tagadam, tagadam? That's wrong, because we want the beat on the third dum, on dum, instead of tagadam. And this is what's happening here. Do you hear my foot on the floor, or is that just me hearing that? You don't hear it? No? Okay. Thanks for the thumbs down for that one. Great. Okay. Well, hopefully that made sense sometimes. And for the rest of the song, we can take this element that we've practiced here and go down and then just tagadam, 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 or tagadam, tagadam, tagadagadagam. But actually this one, we don't have to play it for now, because that doesn't really suit what I'm doing. It's not as pedagogical. And then we just play the chords with 4 beats, which means 4 tagadams per chord. We can start with a tagadam or just with a down. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, I love this. If you're into horses, this song is for you. And no, that's it. 4 beats per chord. Here are the chords. Bob, out of the blue, you don't know the song. Would you like to play it?
Oh my goodness me! If now you've gone a bit further down. There's harder chords. I don't know, but I'll have a go. Hang on. Am I doing the intro first? What am I doing? No, not.
Oh no, just this bit. No singing, just
Oh, this
chords.
bit. Okay. And I'm doing 4 beats for each one of them.
Dum digga dum digga dum digga dum. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
That was awesome. Good job. Good job. Well, that should set you on your way if you want to practice this song. Maybe to close the lesson, Juliana, you could... oh, that shouldn't be underlined anymore. That was for Monday's lesson. What's going on here with the key change? Do you remember? This was what we talked about in the advanced lesson on Monday. So just to give you a small taster. What's going on with the chords here? How come we start in E minor, or with an E minor, and end with a C minor? So this is just me testing if you can remember actually what it is.
Well, you had it underlined, so yeah, it's the second E flat there that it changes.
Oh, this one?
Keys.
What do you mean? How does it change? How do we get there? Using chords to change key is a bit like taking a bridge or a boat to somewhere. So
right.
A change of key that sometimes doesn't just happen. It's about what chord was the bridge between this key and the next key. Sometimes it's like this. Do you remember how that works?
And you can use either the dominant and the 7th or the subdominant minor 6, or not use the minor 6 and the 7th.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Something like that. The explanation of all of that is still on YouTube.
And there's other notes which seem like they're a key change, but they're not a key change because then you go back to the original key.
This one here, yeah. That's not a key change, but here there's a key change. Yeah, exactly. And actually then, you'll notice this if you practice this later on. If you look it up in the Space Songs collection, this sounds exactly the same, but it's all different chords. It's because actually we're playing the same thing, but in a completely different key, starting with C minor. And then the same thing happens again. By the way, A, B minor and G sharp minor is the same chord. It's this one. Same. But then we have lyrics and it's the same melody again. And another key change. And then we arrive back in E minor, which is great because then we can do the R's again. Yeah, there you go. That was how to travel by horse with a ukulele.
And can you just do one thing? Just that little slidey thing that you just did when you introduced it, because that's the coolest bit of the song.
Oh yeah, it says here. So this is at the end of this. After twice, tremolo A14 to A2. So you have to find A14. And tremolo, meaning you strum really fast that one note. I use my index with my thumb, holding my index a bit. So it's a bit like a guitar pick, so something that I can really control to have this small movement. And I go. And that's the effect that... So, yeah, that's about it.
Are you muting the other strings when you do that? I'm catching all the strings.
Oh yes, I am actually. I've got my ring finger here, and then my other fingers. Well, yeah, they are sort of resting on the other strings here.
Yeah.
This I'm pressing down, and this is kind of resting and relaxed as I go down here.
Okay.
That way, if I hit anything else, and we've talked about that when we were improvising in blues, I remember. That way, if I hit anything else, because the energy of the right hand is important to get the feeling, then it doesn't ring out. Then the strings don't ring. Yeah.
I've got a really quick question about
Yeah.
the horse shuffle, let's call it. When I'm trying to do it, there's like a slight pause before I go into the next note. So like, I don't know, I'm just gonna go with a G right now, but is that okay? Like, this is kind of this like,
Yeah,
how
that's
do you do
okay.
that kind of seamlessly?
I would suggest practicing it, even though you're changing the position of your left hand, still keeping the strumming going. So it doesn't matter if it sounds. You can try and keep the strumming going, even though you are changing the fingers.
And you're following that pattern of the arrows, which is like down, down, up, down, up. I can't remember what it was now.
Right, but the way that you can think about it is with the down, up, down, the quick down, up, down all the time, because at the end you have down, up, down. It's a loop, right? So you just have down, up, downs all the time, because it's down, up, down, 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 down.